So what are we going to talk about today? F***ing aliens. After doing minimal research and carefully scrolling through 2 articles, I've come to the conclusion that the world is going to end by aliens. And here's why. I have clear evidence now. I have clear evidence as to why this world is going to end by aliens. So let's get straight into it. Disclaimer. Now, I'm a firm believer in extraterrestrial life and by no means making fun of that, but this also isn't the most serious video. On January 10th, 2019, at 8:57 a.m., Newsweek posted an article under the title, "Earth's magnetic field has moved unexpectedly, and scientists don't know why." Well, this seems like a harmless science article, right? At first, this just looks like science mumbo-jumbo. Let's take a closer look at it. Now, at first here it says, the magnetic field around Earth is constantly moving. That's crazy. Okay. At the moment, the North Pole is over Canada, but is moving its way towards Siberia, as in Siberia, Russia. Explain that, Santa. Explain that for me. Let's see here. Researchers are now trying to work out why the magnetic field is changing so quickly. They say the North Pole is governed by 2 scaled patches of magnetic field, one under Canada and one under, you guessed it, Siberia. Let's continue on though. Now, why would Santa choose to move to Siberia? Why did he decide at all to move to Canada initially? What's the point? To smoke weed legally? I don't know. We're gonna have to continue this search. Let's see. This next article should explain it. So let's get into it. Even though it's CNN and not gonna get into politics. Let's do it. Researchers are now trying to work out why the magnetic field is changing so quickly. CNN posted an article later that day at 5:45 p.m. under the title, "What explains the fascinating radio bursts from outer space?" Now things are getting spicy. Let's continue. Astronomers working at a Canadian radio telescope have reported the observation of fast radio bursts. Coincidence? Hell nah. One FRB being short for fast radio bursts, was even reported to repeat 6 times at the same location, one for each of his reindeer. You thought there were 8? Yeah, you'd be mistaken. This uniformity heavily points to an extragalactic origin. I think this is all we need to hear. I'm gonna ignore the second half of this article because their scientific doubts don't count towards this theory. Theory? I mean fact. Now, I have my entire complete theory typed down on my phone so that you guys would know that these are my legitimate thoughts. With this valuable knowledge, I think it's safe to say we know the truth. Santa is an alien messenger. He moves to Canada by taking the whole North Pole with him, as Santa does, as he has done, as he will do. Then, after making contact with his race of fat old man aliens, which exist, don't even fight me on that, you know they're real, I know they're real. After he makes contact, he flees to Siberia. Why Siberia? Well, I'll tell you. He has diplomatic immunity. Why does he have this diplomatic immunity? You know what? I'll tell you why. It's because of his lifelong friendship with Putin. Putin has given him this luxury, but only because they were born and raised together in the same Russian schools. They lived in the same town before Santa created his plan to take over the world passively, without a single care. Why do you think scientists don't believe? It's because they don't believe. And that's the issue. That's the reason they haven't found this evidence. They haven't even looked into it, because it's a myth. Santa has been distracting us simple creatures by giving us physical possessions and joy, a false joy. We've been completely blind to his true agenda, and now we are screwed. We might as well be dead as a species. And you know what? It's our time. With this knowledge, we have to be the force that protects humanity from this. We have to fight head on. We, as a species, has to move forward, and we have to be the ones that